didn't.
So so you were born in Karachi
Right, born and bred here.
and you went where? American school?
I went, high school was the American school.
Okay.
It was super small. 20
You have one
people.
sister also, right?
I have one sister, Zarmeen.
Yeah.
And she went to convent and then grammar school.
Yeah, this is the
she,
style.
She did an undergraduate at Brown University and Thunderbird for graduate studies.
And she doesn't live in Pakistan?
No, she never came back. And it was so funny because she's the normal one, Priya, and she's the beautiful one. My sister's beautiful. She's not like me at all. I mean, she's beautiful.
I think you're beautiful.
Oh, Mary John.
Everything you do is beautiful. I've seen you turn
I've got a face only your mother could love. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're not, luckily, I don't have to rely on it.
Yeah.
No, my sister's very, very normal. I mean, you have to understand the way we grew up. It was extremely bohemian, right?
Yes.
My parents were bohemian.
Right.
They were artists, both. They were
Tell me about how you grew up.
Oh my God! It was like a circus, Freya.
Right.
You'd come home like at high school. I hid in books.
Okay.
I couldn't deal, so I just hid in books. Stories would take me elsewhere.
Okay.
And then when you'd come home, there was a carnival every day, a carnival in the house.
Like people would come over.
People coming, going, whatever. So I would just go into my room, lock the door.
जो तुम्हारा ऊपर था.
KD,
तुम्हारा KD एक कारसाज वाला.
Exactly. I had a tiny 10 foot by 10 foot room
I've been there.
that I chose myself.
Yes.
It was an attic room.
Yes.
And I'd go there, lock the door, and read.
Wow.
And that reading just it was my escape. I could go here, I could go to civilizations and cultures and just vanish in my books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the carnival was what? Music and people
Music,
buying art.
people, activity, entertaining. It just continued.
Okay.
Projects. My father was always doing something.
Yeah.
So was my mother.
I went to that house. I may remember the lapis lazuli wali.
Right.
Because he used to do a lot of representational art in the
He
beginning.
did. Initially, he started off as a portrait artist.
And I saw the Aga Khan.
Right, and then he went into abstraction.
Yeah.
Then he did, my father had...
But the camels, I would see really, he was very good artist, like completely he could do.
No, but he'd do it in lapis lazuli, the Pietro Doric tradition of using lapis lazuli. He did mosaic in that.
Yeah.
And he was incredible. No, for me, he's a genius. And he was a good dad.
Yeah.
Ek cheez hoti hai to be an artist.
Yeah.
But, he was such my parents were incredible. My mom was an incredible mom, although she worked all the time. And that's why,
But she was managing your father?
She was managing my father. Yeah, she did everything.
Right.
My father could be left alone with his art.
But that's great.
She did everything else.
Yeah.
And although she, did a master's in chemistry, my father went to Harvard and Columbia.
Really?
Yes.
But to major in what?
Engineering, civil engineering.
And then he ended up as an artist.
My father went to Harvard and Columbia.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he met my mother in London, where he courted her.
Wow.
She was 10 years younger. She just finished her master's in chemistry from Ohio.
Right.
He met her in London, and she said, "I'll marry you if the Aga Khan marries us."
Oh.
He was working as an engineer for the Aga Khan.
Oh.
He called him down to Paris. She borrowed a sari. And they eloped in Paris. Isn't that cliche?
In those days.
Yeah.
60s hoga yaar.
Yeah, exactly. 60s.
Zarmeen is older than you?
No, Zarmeen is younger than me.
Okay.
And gorgeous.
No, she's gorgeous, but you're gorgeous. But I don't... So I'm just thinking the son does economics, the father does... Mother does chemistry, and they all end up in the arts.
I know. Sad, huh?
Sad, nahin?
Yeah.
No, it's great. I mean,
it is what it is. No, but my father always wanted to be an artist. See, my grandfather was a civil servant, and then he lost his job, and he couldn't get another job for 13 years. So my father's, family went from being very well off because being a civil servant back in days of colonialism was a big deal, to nothing. So you had to go through life on scholarship.
Right.
And the only scholarships that were available were for engineers. So that's why he went to Harvard and Columbia for engineering. Wow. And then art was his love. And after he married my mom, he had the courage to
do it. His
to
passion.
do it. Because you know why?
Yeah.
Because my mom said, hey, listen, she didn't like the scene because there was very little of a scene back then. She said, Gulgee, I will not have you kowtow to Begum Sahibas. Grand dames, I will not have this. So she started a marble crafts industry.
Okay.
And she did all the mosaic flooring for the round mosque in Defense, and she did these big projects.
Oh.
And so we had a regular income coming in the early years of my father's career.
So he was doing the mosaics?
No, she was.
She was doing it.
She was
chemistry
doing it. She was
lessons.
one of the first women working in Pakistan.
See, I never knew that.
Yeah, nobody, Zara Gulgee. And
Yeah.
her name was Zareen, but she refused to be called Zareen. She was like, my
More
name
hip.
is Zara.
Zip.
Exactly.
More hip.
Yeah. And see, I was brought up by a strong woman, and they're the only kind of women I'm drawn towards.
Yeah.